Leaders at Bristol Motor Speedway last week announced the Atlanta Braves and Cincinnati Reds will play a game in the stadium, in the track, next year. But fans are asking, how will the track actually transform into a field? Heather Williams shows us.
A lot of people will actually be surprised how big Bristol Motor Speedway actually is. There's plenty of room here for a baseball field. You can see I'm walking down the first base line right now. The biggest challenge is going to be some of the other obstacles in the way.
You know, if you'd have asked me probably in 2015 or maybe 14, I would have said, what?
Steve Swift is the dream maker for Bristol Motor Speedway owner Speedway Motorsports.
A lot of gravel comes in, a lot of dirt comes in to create the field.
And after already putting a football field in the middle of BMS, baseball seemed much easier.
Things like that are really doable, and knowing that a baseball stadium's a little bit smaller than a football stadium or the football field itself made it more reasonable and doable.
But there were some unique challenges to getting a football field to fit inside a racetrack.
What you see to the right, which would be the front stretch as we call it, the jump wall, so the pit wall on the cold pit side that separates the cold pits from the hot pits, has to be removed on both front stretch and back stretch. Also that's unique, naturally we have mirror trans, which are must-go fixtures. Those poles have to be removed completely.
The paint in the infield will show the layout where the ballpark will sit between turns 1 and 2. And there lies another challenge.
Portions of the Goodyear building out in right field where the alley is, it's right now it's a little short, so we're going to scoot that back to get us to 375, so half that building comes out. The lower pit walls, 300 feet on one side and 400 feet on the other side come out, and then some of the high wall down the first base side comes out as well.
You know, when we look at the planning stage and what we need to do, it's not so much the lead in and the field build, it's the tear out and getting back to a NASCAR track.
And Swift tells me he's never really surprised when the folks at Bristol Motor Speedway dream up a project like this because they've obviously done many of them before. At the Bristol Motor Speedway, I'm Heather Williams.
And that big game set for August 2nd of next year. And that